Top of the third, and Miranda will lead off the Guaynabo pitcher. These two teams were involved in a 1-0 ball game yesterday. It was Guaynabo winning 1-0, and the only run of the ball game came in the 4th inning. Base hit to center to start the third, set up the top of the order. It was Robles who had the game-winning RBI yesterday. And for pitcher Miranda, and Nieves will courtesy run.
So you get one bunt that you can bunt for a hit, but then the rest of them are sacrifices. So if you can get your first one down, and get it down. If not, bunt to the right side, move your guy over.
Foul ball, strike one. You don't have a problem with the guy if he's bunting for a sacrifice to just square around early?
No, no. The first time, yes. You don't want to give it away too early the first time, but the second and third, if you've seen bunt once already, the defense is already shifting. Just go ahead and show it. Your job's to get it down. Don't bunt it back to the pitcher. Preset your angle so that you get it where you want it to go. And honestly, in this situation with a guy with like Arroyo that has some speed, if he can place it in that, Bermuda triangle of pitcher, second baseman, first baseman, see the first baseman's holding on, second baseman's in double play depth, just get it just past the pitcher.
Runner going, line drive, base hit into left field.
And that's another thing, even if you don't bunt, he showed bunt the first at-bat, or the first pitch, and it drew the infield up. Third baseman's playing up there, line drive right past him. Now you got runners on first and second.
Well, let's see what Vasquez does here. Number 2 hitter, that is, he's number 2 in the order.
Imagine Vasquez swings here, a lefty. Ground ball to the right side will do the same thing as a bunt. He's also got 2 doubles. Two doubles on the tournament.
Bunt attempt, strike one. Leadoff single by Miranda. Nieves the courtesy runner, then the base hit by Arroyo.
And still nobody on the infield's moving. First baseman staying back. Third baseman covering the base. I mean, basically going to leave the pitcher out on an island here to field it wherever it goes. So he kind of has to guess on where it's going so that he can fall off that side. Typically in this situation, you have your first baseman taking it away. That way your pitcher only has to cover the third base side.
Yeah, normally, yes, you see the first baseman be much more aggressive.
Yeah. Muswanchi just hanging out in front of the runner.
Two on, no outs, no score, third inning. And 2-2.
Shortstop Liang Kai called for a back pick there, didn't get it. Pulled him out of position a little bit. Watch for a second baseman to maybe sneak in here.
Out at first, safe at second. as Chinese Taipei was trying for the reverse double play, 3 unassisted for Vasquez, and so the bunt was not a sacrifice bunt, but runners move up.
Yep, all the same. Great heads-up play by Swan Chi to get an out. That's the top priority. Record an out, and then deliver a good throw to your shortstop to try to get the second.
Now Padilla. Padilla singled. Runners at second and third, and Chinese Taipei playing its infield in. Scoreless game, top of the third. Fly ball into left center field. This will score 2. Nieves scores 1-0. Arroyo scores 2-0. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico on the double by Dylan Padilla. He's got 5 RBIs in the tournament.
Yeah, Padilla is 4 for 9 on the tournament so far with a home run. And now a double added to that. 2 runs scored on his own. 5 RBIs.
One out.
So signal coming from the shortstop there for an inside move. Now watch the pick here.
Strike call. Hey, you know what we saw earlier today? We saw one of the teams try a hidden ball trick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Were you here then
Yeah,
when that happened?
yeah. And it almost worked. The Washington coach saved the day, calling time.
No, I'm talking about the one at first. You were talking about the later one.
Oh yeah, I was talking about. Was there another one?
Yeah, there was.
Oh.
Weiner caught by the third baseman. Yeah, involved the first baseman.
Okay.
The first baseman had the ball, but the pitcher was standing like 2 inches from the rubber.
Ow.
So a balk was called,
Yeah,
and now with 2 outs, 2-0.
That ball was hit so hard that Chen Chie had to check his glove to make sure it didn't go through.
Two nothing. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico leads. And the big, long swing from Hernandez, strike 1. Hernandez from Cabo Rojo. His mom owns a clothes store. This young man plays volleyball and lacrosse in addition to baseball. High chopper to third. Ball thrown past the first baseman. And Padilla scores to make it 3-0 Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
So, one batter after catching a hotline drive. Third baseman Chen Chie takes that long hop, has to get rid of it quickly, and leaves the throw down, scoring a run, making it 3-0 Puerto Rico.
That's an E5, no RBI. Colon bats. Runner going, a ball. Stolen base.
That's Hernandez' third stolen base of the tournament. He's only got 3 plate appearances on the tournament. He's got 3 stolen bases.
That is the shortstop, Alonso Edmonds.
3-0. Puerto Rico leads. Top of the third inning. And a pitch outside 2-0. Tijuana, Mexico against Washington, Pennsylvania. Washington, Pennsylvania will be the home team in the final game of the day. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to short. Throw to first, pulling the first baseman off the bag. 2 consecutive plays in which the Chinese Taipei infield doesn't get the job done.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of Chinese Taipei. You know, we were just talking about how many they've only had. I think it was like 4, maybe 5 errors across the tournament. Here they are with 3 already in the 3rd inning.
2 on and 2 outs. And the 8th batter of the inning, Rivera. Runner at first going, and there's the base hit through the right side. Hernandez scores 4-0 Puerto Rico. Colon to third, throw to first. Safe, the ball got away from the first baseman, and that's going to allow Colon to score 5-0.
Chaos. Perfectly executed hit and run. Hit it to the vacated spot. But then Rivera taking a wide turn at first base. And it's ruled a E3. So it's our 3rd error of the 3rd inning for Chinese Taipei, 4th overall.
And the 9th batter of the inning, Robles. 5-0. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico leads. Chinese Taipei just this day alone has made 7 errors. Let's see, 9 innings in the earlier game. In 12 innings, 9 errors.
Yeah.
Not a manic Monday, but a terrible Tuesday. 1 strike pitch. 0-2 on Robles. Inning started with the number 9 hitter and pitcher Miranda delivering the base hit. 2-out double by Padilla that knocked in a pair. Or 1-out double it was that knocked in 2. Runner going and a foul ball. And then when Hernandez reached on an error, Padilla scored to make it 3-0. RBI single for Rivera, and then with the play at first base in the air on the first baseman there, the 5th run scampered home. Throw to first, back safely. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico can get on the magic carpet and ride itself to the championship game by way of a win here. Ball that gets past the 3rd baseman. Robles is on, Rivera to second. It's a base hit. And here is the 10th batter of the game.
It's a hot shot right at Chen-Yue. Gets him in between hops. There's really nothing he can do. He can't step back and try to get that at his hip. He can't come up and try to get it at a short hop. He's just stuck right in between, and you just really have to trust your glove there.
5-0 in favor of Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. It is 5 runs on 5 hits. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Rivera around third. The center fielder had trouble with the ball. Here comes Robles. He scores. 7-0. And the batter, Miranda, ends up on second base.
And even more chaos. That ground ball getting out to the outfield, and center fielder Wu Chiezue fields right through it, which allows Rivera to score easily. But then Robles, as you said, just without hesitation continues to go. The ball misses two cutoff men, gets to the pitcher, Wei Ziyang, and his first reaction is try to get the out at second because it's what's right in front of him. It's what he sees.
Single RBI in the air on the center fielder.
Your attention, please, for Guaynabo. Courtesy runner for the pitcher is number 39, Derek Garcia.
And Garcia to be the courtesy runner. There's no question that most of us who have been around the Pony League World Series for a number of years, we go into the tournament whenever there's a team from Asia Pacific. We believe that those teams from Asia Pacific will be the favorite in the tournament. And no different this year. Many of us felt that the team to beat is Chinese Taipei, and yet this Chinese Taipei team has not played well this year, not as fundamentally sound as we've seen in the past, and also have not hit hardly at all. Throw to second, and it is now 9-0 as Garcia scores on that ball bounced through the left side and the ball kicked into foul territory.
Yeah, but I think we all saw it day one, day two, that these teams, Puerto Rico and Mexico specifically, the teams that made it through the winners bracket, they separated themselves early. You saw the bats by Mexico, and just single double, home run all over the place. And then this team, Puerto Rico, they run the bases so well.
And it'll bring up Vasquez. Double, Bob? Thank you. Double and an RBI. A 9-run third inning. Vasquez, the 12th batter of the inning. And the count 1-1 strike. The game in front of this one, Washington County beat the Bronx 19-9 after the Bronx was beaten by Tijuana, Mexico last night 16-2. And the count 2-1 strike. Vasquez 0 for 2. His ground ball earlier in this inning set up the first 2 runs of the ball game. I am not sure that I have ever seen a Chinese Taipei team play this poorly. The error allowing Arroyo to score, and it's 10-0.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if the hit by pitch that Liang Kai took back in the first, if that's kind of gotten in this. Maybe it's hurting a little bit more. I mean, it's uncharacteristic of a Chinese Taipei team to have any errors, let alone 5 in a single inning, all leading to runs. You know, and another thing that's very uncharacteristic of a Chinese Taipei team, they have a pitcher on the mound who's gotten to 50 pitches. You know, usually by now we've seen 2 pitching changes.
Interesting you should say that, because in the earlier game, Chinese Taipei did not make a pitching change till the 4th inning.
Jeez, wow.
There are 2 outs. Padilla, 2 for 2 in the game, knocked in the game's first 2 runs earlier in this inning. Fly ball to left. And the catch made by Lynn to end the inning. Guaynabo 9 runs. And Puerto Rico leads 9-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Washington County manager coming up with Joe in a minute.